Sate sate sate. Hello and konnichiwa. This is Alieska from Alieska B.I.G, Best in Gacha. And today we will be checking out a game that was just launched yesterday, Crossing Void Global. A turn-based anime-style gacha with characters from the animes of Dengeki Bunko. But first, we are going to take a look at some news in the world of Fate Grand Order. The details of the 8 million downloads campaign have been announced, so we will take a look at those, followed by some analysis of the rate-up servant on the new banner to help you decide if you want to throw your precious Saint Quartz at it. So let's start with the campaign details. So the campaign period is going to be November 7th to the 20th. The 8 million download for North America is the same banner as the 11 million download for the JP banners, if you're following along on those. So first off, we are going to have some login bonuses. It's going to be 7 days of consecutive logins. You're going to get these rewards. The big winner at the end of day 7 is going to be 10 summoning tickets, which is nice. The only rub is you need 7 consecutive days. And if you break your streak, then you're done. There's no further rewards. So log in for 7 days, get those 10 tickets, and there's some other nice stuff along the way, as you can see here. Next up, everybody's favorite and probably the biggest announcement on this banner is 30 free Saint Quartz. 30 free Saint Quartz for masters that have cleared the final singularity. So this will show up as a master mission. And if you have already completed the final singularity, the mission will just show up as cleared, so you can just go in and claim it. If you haven't cleared the final singularity, and you're behind a little bit, the reward can still be claimed as long as the final singularity is cleared by the end of the campaign period, which was November 20th. So along those lines, to help masters who are maybe a little bit further behind, help them catch up and get those 30 sweet Saint Quartz, there's going to be 2 different reduced AP main quest bonuses going on. The first one is going to be a part 1 main quests. They are going to have an additional 1/4 AP cost reduction on top of the permanent 1/2 AP cost reduction that's already in place. So this is going to apply to singularities F through the final singularity. There will also be a reduced AP cost for pseudo-singularity main quests. That's going to be a 1/2 AP cost, and this will apply to pseudo-singularities 1 through 3. These reduced AP costs will run until November 14th. So along with that, we're going to get a double chance of super and great success whenever enhancing servant or craft essences. So this is going to be a great time to use up all of those embers that you have laying around in storage to make those CE bombs. So get out there, read those guides, and make those CE bombs. This is going to be a great chance to clear out some of that inventory some of you might have been saving up. Another thing we're going to get is that all of the Ember Gathering and all of the Training Ground quests are going to be unlocked. So prepare to have a ton of quests in your daily quest list. So you're going to have a lot of options to gather whatever specific types of embers or enhancement materials that you might need. The first time Mana Prism rewards there will be for these quests, but only once. They're not going to get reset each day because they're a different type of thing. Next up, we are going to have 14 limited time master missions. You're going to be able to get up to 10 of the November exchange tickets. For a reminder, the November exchange tickets have Fool's Chain, Deadly Poisonous Needle, and Proof of Hero. So for me, that's going to be 10 Proofs of Hero. I don't know who needs Fool's Chains, but if you do, this is your chance to get 10 more. There's also going to be a total of 10 million QP given away, and who doesn't need more QP, right? So hit up those master missions. They'll be around until the 14th. There's also going to be another more things added to the exchange for Mana Prisms. Basically, it's going to be doubling what is normally there. So make sure that you at least go get the 5 summoning tickets, although the embers and the foos are always nice as well, so use those mana prisms. And there's still time to farm some mana prisms from the event if you need to. Last but not least, in the news for the campaign is that Chaldea Lunchtime makes its appearance in the Rare Prism Shop. This CE offers 10% increase in bond gained when it's at MLB, so it's currently the best CE out there for bond farming. It's a great CE to use when you don't need to maximize your CEs for gameplay potential. So anytime you're farming anything, it's great to just slap that CE on. And it's really useful for picking up friend points as well, by throwing it on a caster or something like that in your support list, because it's a sought after CE for people in support, because it will stack with each other, so you can have a support and you can have your own, and you can get even extra bond. So for any masters that missed it the first time around, it's high priority to pick it up. You'll unlock it with a rare prism, and then you'll have to buy it with your mana prisms. Okay, on to the good stuff. The next good stuff. There is going to be a new servant banner with our 8 million download pickup summon. And it is going to feature limited time servant 5-star assassin first Hassan on rate up. So you might be asking yourself, should I care about this badass skeleton-faced freak of death? Well, to answer this question, I went to the resident servant expert of the Nasuverse Discord, Tal of Kinglore. Here in a segment I'm going to call Tal Tells Us How It Is, was his answer. So tell us how it is, Tal. The Old Man of the Mountain, First Hassan, is a single target assassin with a strong emphasis on raw damage with a triple Buster deck and Buster NP, an incredibly strong kit for working as a soloist. With a high HP recovery and an incredibly strong guts, high resistances and near immunity tied to skills and passives, and a high multiplier on a ST Buster NP, all lend to his ability to dish out as much damage as possible while surviving everything that comes his way. Although his triple Buster deck can be a demerit in certain team comps, causing poor NP gain to reliably use his NP, his NP gain can be deceptively high when the King of Hassans takes the field on his own. An A-B-Q chain netting him 40% NP charge and 20 stars before accounting for crits or overkill, allowing for Gramps of Hassan to easily build up the crits and NP he needs to bring the evening bell to all his enemies. His first skill is a Battle Continuation EX, a one-time 5-turn self-guts with a downtime of 2 turns at max rank and the highest HP recovery of any guts skill in the game. His second skill is a Protection of Faith, increasing his own debuff resistance, recovering his HP, and increasing his defense and attack, lending further to King Hassan's survivability and improving his damage even further with his triple Buster deck. Finally, we have the Evening Bell EX, 50% mana burst that comes equipped with an AoE debuff that reduces enemies' instant kill resistance for 3 turns by 100% at max rank. His passives all lend further to his skills as a soloist and an assassin with a decent debuff resistance, CS generation, and crit damage buff. His most unique passive being at the boundary rank A that grants himself instant kill immunity, increases his charm resistance by 100%, and grants each attack a 5% chance to instant kill an enemy with a normal attack. His NP itself is a powerful ST Buster NP with a 100 to 200% chance to instant kill the enemy. Don't expect this to go off reliably, however, as though this will make one-shotting mobs a walk in the park. Gold bosses and enemy servants remain ever elusive and difficult to instant kill. As of right now, King Hassan is one of the strongest ST NPs amongst SSR assassins, beaten only by post-NP interlude MHX, making him a premier pick for taking down high HP rider bosses in our Merlin-dominated meta. Well, thanks for that awesome rundown, Tal. If that sounded good to you, and you want to add that old man to your servant roster, then this is the time to do it. To date, JP has not had First Hassan on rate up since this banner. which means if you don't go for him now, you have to wait at least 2 years for another shot, at least outside of GSSRs. So as a fitting end to today's FGO news, we'll let first Hassan's NP inflict its death.
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示した。国士の腹、首を断つか。